Former President Obama and former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi are not along for the ride. They are reportedly trying to find ways to steer Biden out of the race. And the New York Times is reporting that Biden's advisors are also discussing how to convince him to step aside as they quietly test Kamala Harris's chances against Donald Trump. NBC is reporting Biden's allies and campaign officials, quote, see his chances as winning as zero. Lee Carter, your reaction.
Well, I think when the bar is so low, it's easy to exceed it. And I think that's what happened. I think everybody was expecting it to be a really disastrous performance last night. And he was solidly average. He had a couple of gaffes, but he was able to perform in some ways. So if you wanted to see Joe Biden perform well, you thought he did an amazing job. If you're looking for more mistakes, you're focusing on the mistakes. But the one thing I will say is that no one is looking at this and saying, you know what, I have no doubt that he's fine. Everybody remembers the debate performance. They remember the interview with George Stephanopoulos. We remember all of the things that we've recently seen, and everybody is looking at him and thinking about the conversation they had with their parents about whether or not they can continue driving. Is this somebody that you want in this seat? And I think the answer for a lot of people is no. We're seeing polls that say about 72% of Americans say absolutely not. He's not able to have the keys to this country anymore. So what are we going to do about it?
Lee, I mean, look, isn't it true that it's all in Biden's hands? I mean, there's really no mechanism there for the Democrats to take him out, force him out. He has to make the decision because they're not going to be able to take the keys away from him.
It's absolutely right. It's in his hands, but we all have experienced this in our own lives. It's really hard to get somebody to face the facts, and we don't know how long it's been since it's this serious. We don't know, is he ready to acknowledge it? We don't know where he is in all of this. It might be he's going through his own stages of grief right now, and he's still saying, I'm fine. You've had that conversation with somebody that you love. Are you still able to do all the things that you used to? And it takes people a while to come to terms with that. And I don't think that he's able to come to terms with it. When you hear how he talked last night, he talked about himself constantly. He thinks he's still capable of doing it. I think he really does believe that.
Well, Rebecca, there's a real firewall on Capitol Hill, and it's smoldering and it's getting bigger in terms of Democrats. So it all comes down to whether or not the pressure is going to get so hot that, in fact, he makes the decision and says, OK, I'm stepping down. So far, with Hunter Biden and Jill, his first lady, pushing back, it doesn't look like he wants to. But they're still trying to test combinations. They're talking about Josh Shapiro, governor of Pennsylvania. They're talking about North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper as a potential running mate for Kamala Harris.
You know, Maria, I agree with all of those sentiments. I want to talk about the fact that what Lee said is she said that the bar was so low that it was easy for him just to go and be average and beat it. The bar is the lowest when we need it to be the highest. We literally are in an economic war in this country globally with the BRICS bloc and moving away from the dollar that we have to really consider. We have Speaker Johnson saying that he wants to pass additional sanctions and tariffs on Chinese goods before the end of this year. So we've got economic war happening, and we have potentially global war happening. We're in a proxy war with Russia through Ukraine. We've got China looking at Taiwan. So we have in the Middle East. We have so many things globally happening. This is not the time to have the low bar. We have to have the high bar. And I can't believe people aren't saying we have to have competence in this position.
Yeah, I mean, Cheryl, we've got a couple of dates that we're looking at. I mean, look, people are talking about a decision being made in the next 48 hours, Cheryl.
Right.
But when you look at the dates on the calendar, July 21st, the earliest the DNC could officially nominate via the meeting of the Credentials Committee. August 7th is the Ohio ballot access deadline. And then, of course, the beginning of the DNC is a couple of weeks later, August 19th.
It seems to me that a decision is going to be made, and I have a feeling it's going to be that he steps down, but I don't think it's going to be in the next 48 hours.
Oh, you don't think so?
I don't think so. I think what we're seeing play out. Listen to Nancy Pelosi, and French Hell brought this up when he was here. Look, Nancy Pelosi doesn't say anything that isn't calculated and planned. And remember what she said. Let's wait and see how this week goes. This is NATO. Let's just wait and see to see how the cards are going to play out. And then if the pressure mounts, it mounts, and I think it will. But, you know, one thing about all the chaos in the Democratic Party right now, and Peggy Noonan, who is a very respected presidential historian, wrote in the Wall Street Journal this morning, if Democrats are wise, they will embrace the chaos. Even the realists say that Biden's a problem, but you can't remove him. OK, that's the argument on the realist side. Well, it's too tough. It's too difficult. It's going to create chaos. But then she says, you know what? They're going to try to hunker down, try to survive the down ballot drag as the old man hands Trump a victory and probably Congress as well. You know, take those words to heart if you're a Democrat this morning. This is
right.
where your party's going.